Live now. Hello and welcome. Campbell here, and I'm back with Linda, and we're going to have another chat about our online digital business and answer a few questions that we've been getting on our channels, and just sort of try to lay out, what it is we do,
Yeah,
basically. So, welcome, Linda. How are you going?
fine. Yeah, I got a lot of questions. How is it possible to work less and then earn more? It was just like, it's not possible. And 2 hours, how is
Mm,
that possible? But it is actually possible when you have a fully automated web page for you, right? Is it a 4 or 5 page web page that
well,
is
yeah, yeah.
created? Yeah, I think it's about 4 or 5 because
Yeah,
they are
well,
really answering all the questions if people have questions, so you don't have to be communicating with the customers all the time, right? So that is saving a lot of time because it's really,
yeah.
yeah,
Totally. I mean, the thing is, we've been programmed that we have to trade time for money.
yeah,
That 1 hour of our time is traded for money, and that's how you make money. Now, if that was the truth, how does anyone get rich? How are
yeah,
people making millions of dollars? Do they have millions of hours to trade? Of course not, guys.
no,
It's called leverage. You're leveraging your time. So we put our time 2 hours a day. We create content. We put videos out there on social media. We put ads out there, and of course we learn. We join our webinars and things, and that's it. Now, when we stop working, our website doesn't. It's
no,
it's the age of the internet, guys. It's like when people. It's like I've got a YouTube channel. When I'm not making videos, it's not like my YouTube channel disappears. People can watch it 24/7. Once it's up, it's up. So
yeah,
exact same thing with our websites. Once they're up, that they're up. They're running 24/7. So Linda's in Europe, right? I'm in
yeah,
Australia. So when I'm asleep, she's awake. So someone in Europe can be going through my information. They can sign up and join while I'm asleep. And I
yeah.
wake up and the money's straight into my account if they decide to join us. So it's all about leveraging your time and to stop trading your time for money.
Yeah. And maybe in the beginning you will use more than 2 hours, right? But our mentor is really teaching us how to master those 2 hours, really be effective and not be really, when you scroll on social media, all of a sudden 30 minutes has passed and it was just like, what was I doing? It's really like setting an alarm clock, right? Then you are doing 30 minutes of posting free ads, or you are setting an alarm, okay, I have to make 3 pieces of content in 40 minutes, and then you just take 40 minutes, and you don't have to be perfect all the time because we are not perfect, right? So of course there will be some bloops and blips. So you just have to be your authentic self, right? And there's
That's
a
how
lot
we
of time,
learn.
yeah, and
Mm.
there's a lot of time where when I speak English, right, it's just like I'm not saying the words correctly, right, but oh, okay, you know what I mean. It's not the end of the world, right? And there's room for everybody. So it's really just like not being so hard on yourself, and when you do it more times, of course you will be quicker and quicker, and you don't use as much time. And then
Mm.
there's also, like you said, Michelle, our mentor, is hosting free webinars, right? And she's doing that for us. What kind of mentor is really presenting all of this? And then you are making the money, right? So she's
Mm.
really big hearted. She's doing a lot of work and doing a lot of presentation for us. And then our customers, if they want to join this program and learn how to make some more money, you will get paid for that, right? She is
Mm.
working for you actually, right? For free. Yeah.
Yeah. And she doesn't have to. Like Michelle's
No.
creeping up on her second $1 million in
Yeah.
2 years. She
Yeah.
doesn't she doesn't have to do anything. She could go lie on the beach all day if she wanted to.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. She runs webinars. I mean, I don't know how she gets done what she gets done. Like she just
No.
does so much, organizes events, does the webinars, all the training, like everything. And she's someone who's done it.
Yeah.
She's done it. So when you follow her training, you're learning from someone who's talking from experience. There's so many online, there's online businesses everywhere, guys. I mean, we all know it, right? They're everywhere. There's crypto and MLM and affiliate marketing and all this stuff out there. But most of them, they just want to sell you a course. And once
Yeah,
they got your money, you won't see them anymore. There's no training. They don't tell you how to market it. They say, here it is, go and sell it. And if you don't have experience, well, you're kind of stuffed. But our
yeah,
system is literally step by step, and it'll take you from a complete newbie who knows nothing, has never delved into the online world at all, and show you everything you need. And again, it's taught to you by someone who's done it, someone
yeah,
who's got the results, the proven results. So that's the biggest thing, really, with our product and our system is the community and the training. It's second to none, and that's what you need to be successful. It's even though the product is amazing, that's probably not the most valuable thing you get. The most valuable thing you get is the training and the community and the support.
yeah. And I remember when I should make my first video, right? I never been on camera, and I was really, oh my. And also when I was speaking English, I thought, oh my God, it sounds so stupid, right? So you have those limited beliefs and you really hold yourself back. And I think I took my first video 20 or 25 times, right? Because I was so insecure and I was so really, I was shaking, and you can hear it in my voice, and you get so much better. And when you just learn it and you just do it, you're really going to pat yourself on the shoulder, right? And oh, well done. And you really grow, and you really just get to know yourself better and know you can do so much more than you could ever dream of, right? So I
Yeah,
know you
man.
had a channel before, Camel, and were used to be on camera, but it's something different when you just are going to do it by yourself, right? You are going to be
Yeah.
a little bit more, yeah,
Oh well, geez, you watched my first videos and they were shocking.
yeah,
They were so bad. And like my first lives and that, they were shocking. I didn't know what to do.
no,
But the thing is, we learn by making mistakes, which aren't mistakes, guys. Mistakes don't exist if you didn't know that they're called mistakes. Just
yeah,
like in the movies, take one, take two, right? What happens in the movies if they stuff up the scene, the director doesn't throw everyone out and go, oh my God, the film's destroyed now. Oh my God, you didn't get it right. They go, take two, do it better
yeah,
this time. And that's
yeah,
that's all we do. We do it and we fail our way to success is really what we do. And that's the only way to get anywhere is to fail, to have it and take
yeah,
another take and learn and do it better and then do it better again and then do it. And before you know it, 6 months down the track, people will be asking you, oh my God, what do you do? How do you do this? Because suddenly you've got the experience and you've done it and you're so far ahead of people who are just starting. So that really is it, is you fail your way to success. And like you said, it's an inner journey. It's how much do you trust yourself, how much are you going to put yourself out there, because everyone wants more,
yeah,
everyone wants to be rich, everyone wants to be a millionaire, everyone wants more time. But how many people are prepared to do anything about it? How many people are prepared to change what they do to change what they get? It's a very small percentage, it really is.
yeah. And also, who became a millionaire just like that? They have failed many, many times, right? Just like Facebook and Amazon, they started in their basement, right? And they keep going and keep going, and they got a lot of setbacks, right? And if they just gave up after the first three setbacks, right? Where would they would there would not be an Amazon, there
Yeah,
would not be a Facebook today, right? And
no,
Michelle
I'm not.
just posted a video because TikTok actually gave her a reminder, this was your video 2 years from now, and she posted it. And you can really see she's much more quiet, maybe just like me. And she was saying the same things, but now she really has a lot more power. She's more self-confident, right? So we are really growing when we are putting ourselves out there. And those 2 hours, now she can do the same content in maybe 1.5 hours. And that is why she now can go live for an hour or an hour and a half if she really wants to, right? Then it's still about 2.5, 3 hours she's using a day. And she really get that income stream, right? Because
Mm.
all her videos from way back and now is still on the internet. And that is
Yeah.
also something we have to talk about when we do a video. If somebody is looking at this 3 months from now and really think, okay, that makes a lot of sense, I'm interested, and they are going to click and they are going to buy, we are getting paid for something we did 3 or 6
Years ago,
months
yeah.
ago, right?
I've
Yeah,
got videos up that have been up for 5 years. You know,
yeah,
that they don't come down, and it's free. It's free to
yeah,
make a video and put it on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever platform it is. It doesn't cost you anything.
no,
Everyone's already got a phone. You know, if you're watching us, you've got a phone or a computer and you've got internet, so you've got everything you need.
yeah,
And you know, the thing is, guys, for things to change, things have to change. You need to do something different. And there's definitely a belief out there that, you know, people with money, with wealth, success, they just, you know, they got it by chance or that they got lucky. You know,
yeah,
it doesn't exist.
no,
That they did a big survey. I mean, I think it was probably around 10 years ago now on people who won the lottery. And what they found is it was over 90% of people who won $1 million or more were worse off than before they won within, I think it was 3 years.
yeah,
And why is that? Like they were literally worse off than before they started. And that is because they didn't have the mentality. Okay,
mindset,
that they didn't earn that money. They didn't have to grow or do anything to get that money. So when they got it, they were like, "Oh, I'm a millionaire." Oh, they went and bought stupid houses and cars they couldn't afford and all this
yeah,
stuff. Then they realized they had all these expenses, they couldn't afford it, and they end up losing it all.
yeah,
And so it's not at all about getting lucky. All right, you know, that whole narrative is just for people who want to make excuses. That's all it
yeah,
is. It's just so people can talk themselves out of anything and stay on the couch, right? And complain. And guess what? You can do that. That's your choice. But I've got to tell you the truth. You're going to be on that same couch complaining in 10 years. All
yeah.
right. If you don't
Yeah,
do
we
something
have to get
different.
out of our comfort zone, right? We have to do something else and really be willing to learn something new and really just be that uncomfortable sometimes and really just push ourselves to do better, because of course we cannot just be spot on the first time. We really just have to lean in and be patient with ourselves, right? Because when you are starting out and they just ask what is a 2 hour workday, well, you really decide, you really have to be your own created self, right? You really have to just take a little, because what is working for Michelle is not really working for me, right? Not really
Oh,
just,
because you're not Michelle.
no, because in the first I think was it 6 months, you do free ads and posting free ads, and she was really good at it. It was just really just do 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 do. I have not been so lucky with the free ads because a lot of the pages are in the US, and some of the pages I am not allowed onto from Denmark, right? So I was just a little bit, So I just went all in on Facebook and TikTok and did something else. But she is really teaching you step by step what you can do and what really worked from her for her.
Hmm.
So it's, yeah, you can really be your creator self. If you want to do a live event, just make an event. Do you want to learn how to make money online and do it at your local library or whatever it is, and people are coming to see you and you are doing a presentation, you can do that, right? And use an hour or two of that a week, because then you also know the people who will come to the event are interested in it, right? So it could really save a lot of time. So you really have to just think, where are you really at your best, right?
It's a learning process. I mean,
Yeah,
no one starts any business and doesn't have to learn. You know, if you go and buy a McDonald's or, you know, don't do that. But if you go and buy a franchise, you have to learn how to run it.
Yeah.
Like if you start your own business, you have to, if you want to be an electrician, you have to learn how to be an electrician. Whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, you have to learn the skills to do it.
Yeah.
And that's it. There is no get rich quick scheme. It doesn't exist. But the good thing about this is you don't all we do is put content on social media, like Linda said, and people find it. If they're interested, they go to our link and they do all the stuff. We don't need to talk to them. You don't need
No.
to talk to your friends or family. You don't need to let anyone know you're doing this if you don't want to, but you can if you want.
Yeah.
But you'll definitely get the trolls, right? The trolls will be out there all the time. So that's another thing you've got to
Oh yes.
understand is if they're there, but guys, guess what? They don't have to pay your bills.
No.
You do. They
Yeah.
don't have to look after your family. You do. All right. They won't get kicked out of your house if you can't pay your mortgage. You will. And
Yeah.
this is the thing. Like, look around, guys, at the economy. People are literally losing their houses left, right, and center. I read a statistic today that in America, 7 out of 10 homeowners are living week to week, which means they get paid and they spend all their money. All their money is gone,
Yeah.
right? So they are literally one paycheck away from potentially losing their house or losing their car,
Bankruptcy. Yeah.
having no electricity, having no food. 7 out of 10 Americans, guys. All right.
That's a
And
lot,
we've all
right?
seen what's happening. It's not getting better out there. So the only way to safeguard yourself against this is to take control. Take control of your income. Be the boss. Stop letting someone else tell you how you can live your life. Because who wants a job? I was just telling Linda, I've just got in. That's why we started a bit late. I don't know how people
Yeah.
have jobs. I don't have enough time as it is, and I don't even have a job. It's not because I'm working. I was down the pool at the sauna and spa, right? But
Yeah.
this is the thing. We've all got lives to live, and you can choose. You can choose to go to your job, 6 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever it is, get told what to do, get told what you're worth, how much you get to live on, and you can complain about it all the rest of your life and nothing will change. Or you can
Yeah.
take control and say, this is enough. I control my future. I'm going to get out there and do something different because I want something different. And that's really the whole point of all of this. You need to do something different to get something different.
Yeah, and what is really saving time also, that is that you are doing it in your own time when you have the time, right? So in the morning, I actually start my morning by lying in bed and doing one of my faceless content and really just check if I have any messages and replying to them and give them the link and all of that. So that is really just before I get up and go to take a shower or whatever, because I really don't have to get ready, right? And sometimes I'm actually making a video without being in the shower and without really getting up, right? I just put a
Mm,
filter on TikTok and then I am, because if I really have a good creative idea right in the morning, that is where we are really creative, right? I
mm,
just put a filter on, stand up, and making that video. So it's really, that is why you are saving so much time. You don't have to go up, you don't have to be ready, you don't have to drive to your work and really, so there's a lot of time to be saved here.
well,
So that is why it's also funny you mentioned McDonald's, right? Because people are also really asking, how can this be legit, right? How can this really not be a scam or a pyramid? And it's really just like when you buy, if you want to be self-employed and you want to be a business owner, and you take McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks, 7-Eleven, whatever, it's franchise, right? They are buying a really all done for you, already made, proven system. So all you gotta do is really just buy into that, follow the business model, right? And because you know it's work, you know it's high demand, you know they want the coffee, you know they want the burger, you know it's really, and it's a brand You are buying into the brand and the concept that is proven to work, that people really want this. This is the same, it's just digital, right? It's not a real, you don't have to put anything in your mouth, and
Not material yet.
you don't have any resources you have to just throw out or anything. It's one, that is why you can make 100%. You don't have any losses in this, and you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
buying into the brand, and you are buying into the concept, and you are just following. We cannot change the name, the legacy builder program, and we cannot change the price, and that is
Hello.
it. Yeah,
Sorry. Hello, Dirksen, Digital Marketing. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Um, so yeah, I was just going to say, like, what are our products, right? We have 4 different products. They're worth $100, $300, $600, and $900, and they're digital, right?
yeah,
Which means basically it's a video course. Basically, it's websites. Everything's online, so they're already there. They don't need to be reproduced. All right. It's not like we're selling bicycles, and when someone buys a bicycle, we have to have the bicycle and then send it to them, and it all costs money, right? And then the bicycle manufacturer gets paid, the post gets paid, all this stuff. And it's not MLM, right? Like it's not like we own 10% of the product and we sell it and we get 10% and then the rest goes up line. When you buy into this business, you buy the master resale rights, which means you own the product 100%. So when someone purchases from you, that 100% of the product, if it's a $100 product, that $100 goes into your account, because it doesn't cost any money at all to get them their product and to reproduce it and to send it off to them. It's free,
no,
and it
it's
happens
just in the email,
automatically.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it happens automatically. It turns up in their email, and we don't even need to talk to them. And most of the time, we don't even know when people have purchased, because it's fully automated. They get
yeah,
emails, it tells them where to go. They go to the website, it literally holds their hand, takes them step by step into the training, and walks them down the path. And that's it. It's fully automated. So that's why we can earn 100% profit. And we do that. There's no money goes to Michelle, right?
no,
And she does so much work, like so much work. She doesn't get paid for any of it. She's
no,
doing it because she wants to. Her goal is to create 1,000 millionaires, and really, the meaning behind that goal is she wants to help 1,000 people get out of financial stress, to never have to worry about money again, to have time with their family. Because
yeah,
she's got what, 6 kids and 5 grandkids, I think.
yeah,
And, like most of us, when her kids were growing up, she didn't get the time she wanted. And now she wants the time with them and with her grandkids. And so she wants that for other people. And she does all this and doesn't get paid. There's no hierarchy. There's no one above you who's sitting there hoping you get sales so that they get paid. Everyone's doing this because they want to, because they're on a journey and they want to help each other. And that's really the crux of it. This business is all about helping people get free, get out of the system, this system that controls us, controls our finances, controls our time, takes us away from our families, right? Literally controls where you can live, if you can buy a house or if you have to rent, what kind of car you can drive, everything, right?
yeah,
And look, if you want to live in the system, you are welcome to. It's your choice. You have choice. But just keep in mind that at the moment, businesses and even big corporations are shutting down everywhere. All
yeah,
right, because they're still reeling from what happened in 2020. And then we have AI looming on in the background, and it's
yeah,
taking out whole departments.
yeah,
So you may have had a job for 20, 30, 40 years, but that's no guarantee that it's going to be there next week. And so the best time to get sorted and to, shield yourself from any of that happening and get financially free is now. Because once you've lost your house and you're living in a car, it's going to be a lot harder.
yeah. I just had a guy in my clinic, right? And he has been working there for I don't know how many years. It was really a lot, and he was never sick, and he always took overtime and really helped them out. And then he has something with his hip and his leg, and he's in a lot of pain, and the doctors cannot find out what is wrong. So he has been sick for almost 4 weeks, and they laid him off, right? They didn't want to wait. So it was also like he was saying, I have almost never had a sick day before in all the
Mm.
years I have been working there. And I
No,
am
no
going to
job.
the doctors, I am going to appointments, and the doctors are really taking a long time figuring out what this is. But I was trying to help him, and he couldn't stop moving, because when he was still and sitting still, and it was really really a lot of pain, and you can see it in his face, and he can really not just stand still. So they didn't care about him, right? he
No, and
he is fired, and there is another person on his post in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? It's
yeah,
just we move on. So you really have to think about yourself and
you
why
do,
you
because
want to do this. Yeah.
we don't know what's coming up in the future. We have no control, really. Like life throws curveballs. You know, we have a certain amount of control, but life throws curveballs. I was fit and healthy and strong one day. Then I drove my car into a tree at 70 k's an hour with no brakes.
Yeah.
And I got nerve damage in my arm, and my arm literally didn't even move. It was just hanging off my body for like 18 months.
Yeah.
You know, it's starting to work again now, but so I couldn't work. And, you know, I was in a lot of pain. Like nerve
Yeah.
pain is pain like you've never felt, believe me.
Yeah.
Don't ever want to feel that. So I could not work. But I was lucky enough. I was lucky because I happened to have started a YouTube channel before this happened. It was about 6 months old. I wasn't doing a lot with it, but that's one thing I could do. I could sit down, I could talk, I could type. And so that's what I did. And that literally got me through because I had an income. If I didn't
Yeah.
have that, I don't know what would have happened. I still had a family. Both my kids were at home. You know, I had payments, houses, cars, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I had no income and no way of making an income as far as getting a job. The only option I had was online. Like I said, I was lucky enough that I'd already built something that I could build on. And so, guys, you never know what's going to happen. Like,
No,
what
that
would
is what
happen?
I
Like
keep.
seriously, think about it. If you were incapacitated tomorrow and you could not work for 2 years, what would happen to your life? What would happen to your family? Because it happened to me. This stuff happens, guys. It happens. I can tell you right now. And you never expect it, and you never know when it's coming.
No, and I was shut down in 2020. My clinic, right? It was just shut down from 1 hour to the next.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
your
is what we
business.
keep saying. You have to have a backup plan or a plan B. If you really just think about it, you have to go and think about it. And especially in these times where people are being laid off left and right, and they really don't care, and they really just, as Campbell is saying, AI, right, is really going on.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
really have
Tim,
to do something else. And people are saying, well, I cannot make content. You are doing it every single day. If you are making a post on Facebook or Instagram, or you are
yeah,
making a post, look what I did today, or I'm so looking forward. I'm going on holiday, and take some pictures of you on holiday, right? Or the food you
mm,
are eating. That is content. That is
that,
your life. And
yeah,
also, you don't have to be tech savage. Right? You really, if you can go on Google and search on Google, or if you can take a picture and upload it on Facebook or Instagram, you can make content. You
yeah.
can
If you're
really
on
do
any
it. It's
social media, you've got the
Yeah,
skills and the
yeah.
equipment.
So that is really all you have. You have to have a phone or a computer, right, on some internet, and then you can do it everywhere.
Mm,
So
yeah, like we've got a guy called Tim in our community who's now doing quite well. He was 55. He was in an executive management position. He'd been in that company for 20 plus years, highly paid job, walked into work one day, lost his job on the spot. No
yeah, and he
reason,
was the
no
guy who was
warning.
really making a lot of money for them, right? He was
Yeah, he
making,
was,
was it 100 stores he was out
he
creating,
was
and
managing
really
over
he
100, yeah,
designed
stores.
the
Yeah.
layout, and he was really, yeah, he was a
You know,
really
he was a
high.
highly educated guy. He was high up in the company, and out of nowhere, no warning,
Yeah,
bang. And you can imagine at that level, he had expensive houses that he had a lot of costs.
yeah,
Bang, no income. So it's not just like it's not, menial jobs or every kind of job. Basically, if your company, the company you work for, can make money by sacking you, they will. They don't care
Yeah.
about you. They'll
Because
sack you.
nowadays, right, before it was really, oh, you have been here 20 plus years, we are going to keep you because we really validate your
It
time and
doesn't
effort.
exist,
It's not
man.
like that anymore,
No,
because
there's no
you
more
are
job
earning a
security.
lot of money, right? So they are going to sack you and hire a younger version of you because they really want to put in more effort and energy and don't cost as much. They don't
Mm,
have to get as much in salary, right? So
yep,
it's not
totally,
just
man.
because you have been there 20 or 30 years, you are safe. You are really in a big risk of just being laid
Yeah.
off. Yeah,
It can happen. It's happening so often at the moment, guys. The world has changed since 2020, if you haven't noticed.
yeah,
And, so it's a 2-hour workday. So, what do you do if you've got a job? Well, you've got 2 hours spare a day. Another person in our community called Amy, she was working 18 hours a day just to get by as a single
yeah.
mother
Two
raising
jobs.
children. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 jobs, 18 hours a
Mm.
day. She was going out in her lunch breaks and her breaks, and that's when she was working. That's when she was recording content. That's when she was watching webinars and doing the training, right? Because she wanted something better. She's now earning 6 figures.
Yeah,
She's earning a lot of money. She quit both her jobs, I think, within a couple of months. She
yeah,
now has time and she now has a very good income and she has freedom and choice because
yeah.
she decided she was going to do something different to get something different. Like she could have said, it's too hard. Oh my God, I don't have the time. It's just too
She
hard.
didn't even.
And
She was
she
never
would
on
still be
social
there.
media. She was not on Facebook. She was not on Instagram.
Yeah,
She didn't
had
know
no
what TikTok
following.
was. She
Yeah,
didn't know
didn't know.
anything. Yeah,
I think that's how she found it. One of her daughters joined her up to TikTok because they were making dancing videos and said,
yeah,
watch this on TikTok. And that's how she actually came across Michelle and the
yeah,
business. But
yeah,
she could have said, oh, look, it's great, but I work 18 hours a day. I don't have the time for that. And guess what? She would still be working 18 hours a day and
yeah.
struggling and not having time with her children.
But
Right.
she's
So
just
this is
like you
all
and me,
about a
right? We had
decision.
enough. Yeah, we had enough. So we are going to do something else because we had enough. We want our time back. We want our freedom back. I don't want to be poor anymore. I don't want to be broke and check my bank account every single day anymore. And that was really got me out of my comfort zone, right? I knew I had to find something online.
It's much more fun checking your bank account going, did I make money today?
Yeah,
Like rather than, oh my God, have I got money today?
yeah,
Like it's a completely different way to look at it, guys.
yeah,
And anyone can do this. Like the people who have had success are they're from all walks of life. They're
yeah,
all different ages. There's no common thread to any of it apart from they had a dream for something better, they were consistent and they were teachable.
yeah,
That's it. That's all you need to have. And just to not give up until you get there. Some people, have success. Some of the stories, I mean, they have success in like 2 weeks. They've like made 10 grand.
yeah,
Some other people, like Tim, 3 months before he made any money, but he
yeah.
kept doing it, and now he's on 6 figures. So everyone's at different points. Everyone's different, but anyone can do this if they put the time and effort in.
Yeah. And I
And by
can
the
see
way,
just here in Denmark, right? People are really narrow-minded, and I maybe it's because we have a safety net, right? If we don't work, we can really get money from the government, so we are not so pressured, just like they are in the States, where they really have to
yeah,
work because there's
got
no money
nothing.
coming in. And South
Mm,
Africa, I think it's the same, because those are the two countries that really are killing it, right? Us here in Europe, we have a little bit more safety net, and we are
yeah,
really just, we are
for
not
now.
that hung up. And if we have a union, right? But the guy I was talking about, he went to the union, they couldn't help him. So what the hell are you paying the union for when you need help and they are not going to help you, right? They are
Mm,
really in the pocket of the governments right now, I think, because they
yeah,
are making a lot of bad deals from really hardworking people, right?
yep.
They really don't care anymore. You have to just take responsibility for your own life and your own actions and your own economy, right? If,
Mm,
like we are saying also, if you are working a 9 to 5 and nothing's wrong with that, but you are making somebody else's dream come true
Yeah.
and somebody else's goals, right? What about your own dreams? What about your own really? Don't you want something more out of life? That was what I really wanted. I was really sick and tired of going to the supermarket and really just go and count in my head and sometimes on my phone, can I afford this? And my girl maybe, can I get a banana? No, you cannot get a banana because I don't have the money for it, right? It was really that
Mm.
bad. So
Yeah, it's
it's not
true.
a fun place to be, and now I am really relaxed. I don't have the pressure anymore financially, so you get a more mental free space, right? You get more happy, you get more relaxed, you can go out and enjoy yourself, you can create memories. It's really a more easy and fun life, right? When you are not pressured from every angle anymore.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just like me and you just don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
was a
me too.
bad
Yeah,
employee, man. I was a bad employee. Like my
yeah,
last job, I literally almost ended up in a fist fight with my manager. Like we were just at each other because he was very controlling and loved to come up and try and tell me what to do. And I was just like, "Rah." And yeah, that was. And I'm like that. Like if you don't like being told what to do, you don't have to
I
be
really
told what
don't
to do.
like.
But the thing is, if you don't take control of your life, guaranteed someone else will,
Yeah,
and that's it. Someone's
yeah.
going to control you, whether, and you've got the choice. Is it going to be you or is it going to be someone else? That's the choice, guys.
Yeah, and when
And
somebody is talking about pyramid, right? What is it at your workplace? Where in the steps are you? It's also like a pyramid, right? Because I remember when I was really young and I was starting, and when you are going to really get an education, you are going to work your way up, right? And they was just, you have to get up and take that customer. You have to get up, and they was just sitting and talking, right? And I was just like, what the hell? Even though I'm the newest, I'm not the one who has to do all the work. And I was working in a restaurant some other day, right? And he was really pissed in the kitchen because I sent out a steak, right? Because it was not okay. It was really just like they were chewing like a gun, and the customer didn't like it. So I sent it out in the kitchen, and he was pissed because there were really a lot of customers, and I was running around right in the restaurant. And then he got pissed and he was yelling at me and he was throwing the meat down in the garbage, and all the people in the restaurant could hear him, right? And then I just went out. I gave her a new steak, right? And then I turned around and then I took my clothes off, and then just, you can take care of
took
your
your
own
clothes
shit. I
off.
am
Geez.
walking out, right? That is what I have never been a good employee either, because I
I
really have
know.
my own.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
I don't
I
take
can't.
shit from anybody.
Especially when they're like snide, power trippers, man. They're the
Yeah,
worst. And hello, Joanne. Thanks for your comment. And yes, yes, this is the information you need. And something that's happening right now is we've just launched, well, Michelle, our mentor, has just launched another 90-day sprint,
yeah,
right? It's obviously goes 90 days for 3 months. And it's to teach you how to make 20K, $20,000 US, by the way, which is almost 30,000 Australian in the next 90 days. And that's, I think we're on day 6 at the moment. So that's just started. So,
yeah,
if you want to get involved, it's the perfect time because Christmas is coming, guys. It's just around the corner. And we know how expensive Christmas is. And
yeah,
how expensive is it going to be this year with the price of food, right? Going through the roof. I mean,
yeah,
wouldn't you love to be the yes parent? Wouldn't you love it if your kid said, I want this or I want this, that you could just say yes? Because my eldest, he's a musician. He's mainly a guitarist, but he plays everything. And when he was a teenager, like 10 plus years ago, the guitars he wanted were like $5,000,
yeah. It's
right?
crazy.
And I was lucky enough that I could earn that kind of money and get it for him, but a lot of people can't. And I mean, those guitars today, who knows if I'd be able to buy them today? They're probably worth $15,000 with the economy today. But this is the thing. He was a musician. He just wanted them, not because they were expensive. He wanted them because they were good guitars, and he was amazing, right? So, and that was his helping his future. So You know, what if your child is into sports or music or art and they need supplies for that? What if you can't afford that? How much would that affect their life? You know, imagine if your child was a gifted musician and you couldn't afford the instruments or the tuition, and they lose that part of their life because you don't have the money. I mean, that would be the worst feeling in the world, right? And
Yeah,
guys, people are going through this. This is happening.
yeah,
Like, it happens every day. But you have the choice to make sure it's not you, and that's not what happens to you and your children. You can
yes.
change it. You can be the yes parent. You can
And
get, you
Michelle
know,
is doing a 5 to 7 minutes video every single day for 90 days. And we know it takes about 90 days to really rewind your mind and get into your mindset, and really get into a new pattern and really stay consistent. So just think about it. You get a millionaire who is showing up for you every
for
single day,
free,
and you are not paying for it. You get it for free.
for
And
free.
just think about it. When you come to Christmas and you have earned some extra money, you don't have to take some overtime. Maybe you can take the day off because you have the money to it, and just stay with your really family and enjoy it without really being, oh, I have to go to work and I will be home 2 hours before we are going to eat, and I have to really make all the food. So you are really stressed out when it's really time to just relax, enjoy the family, enjoy yourself, and you have the opportunity to learn to earn some extra money online on your own terms when it suits you in your everyday life. So it's
Mm.
really up to you. It's again choices, right? Where do you want
Everything's
to
a
be?
choice,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
and maybe you can surprise yourself the 31st of December.
yeah,
Really say,
yeah.
holy crap, did I just make $10,000? If that is what you are making, right? $10,000
Mm,
is 60,000 Danish, right? So there's a
mm.
lot of, so you don't have to earn $20, but you can actually. She's teaching you step by step. It just depends on if you are willing to put in the work and the effort. We cannot promise
Mm.
you are going to make 20K, right? Because if you are just sitting on your ass and doing nothing,
Yeah,
you can really not
yeah,
make 20K, right? You have
totally.
to
You know,
put
if
in
you
the
join a
effort.
gym, if you join a gym and you never go,
Yeah,
nothing happens, guys. Nothing happens. You have to go to the gym and you have to use it and you have to work out and you have to put the time and the effort in, or
yeah,
nothing happens. This is exactly the same. But the thing is, this is a proven system. We know it works because it's working. It's working now. Like I
yeah.
said, for people from all these different backgrounds, all different levels of education and experience, it's working across the board.
And
So
it
it
really
works.
is
The only
working
variable
because,
is you.
yeah, $18.4 million in 5 months. And that is
Yeah,
just
man.
one of the program, the $900. That is the most sold, right? It did $18.4 million
And that's just
in
in our
five
community.
months. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
So
$18 million has gone into our community, into people's pockets in
yeah,
the last, what was it, 8 months. I
yeah.
mean, so it's working, guys. The opportunity's there. And the only question is, are you going to have a look at it? Are you going to, if you like it, are you going to do what's required to change your life? Is your dream big enough? Are you consistent enough? You know, do you want change? Do you want to look after your family that much? Or are you just happy to ride the breeze and see what happens? And when disaster strikes, complain and point the finger, which will change nothing at all for you or your family.
Yeah, and we have
Because
to
it's all up
remember
to you guys.
last time, the same time last year, they were 2,000 in the community, and now we
Yeah,
are 43,000 people. So there wouldn't be 43,000 people in the community if it didn't work, and if
yeah.
people didn't want it. That is
Mm,
also something you can take from these numbers. People are looking for some new way to make money. And we are
mm,
just like hope dealers, right? Because I can tell you, I was broke, I was poor, I was my business was shut down by the lockdown, and I really didn't know what to do. And now I am earning some money online. I am learning these skills. I'm better and better and better every single day, and my confidence is growing, right? And I can see I am helping other people, and that is the most amazing thing about this. That people who are in my position now, they can see me, I'm doing so much better. So that gives them hope, right? All we really need is hope to take that leap of faith and take action. But you have to take action. You have
Let's
to
take
make that
action.
decision for yourself.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
again, someone's going to control your life. Is it going to be you or is it going to be someone else? You know,
yeah,
that's really the only decision you've got. It really is. So, guys, if you want to know more, you'll find the links below in our descriptions. Click on that, whack your email in, and then you'll be sent a series of emails showing you what this is all about, inviting you to webinars, all that kind of stuff, so you can find out exactly what it is that we do and make a decision, you know, on your future.
yeah. And
Because
really
if
don't
you
be
just,
afraid to type in your email, right? Because it's only it's not in a
it's,
lot of commercial and spam mails or anything.
yeah,
You get what in the beginning, because you will get an email every day, and then after what, a week, you will get I take out some newsletter every
one
Sunday,
every,
and
yeah,
that
a
is
couple
what
of
you are
days.
getting. But
Yeah,
otherwise you can just unsubscribe. But
yeah,
then you have
exactly.
to, yeah, but you
Just
can really help us
unsubscribe.
out by subscribing to our channel and like and comment, because
Yes.
so you can we can get some engagement, and we can answer some questions if you have some questions, right? You can
Mm.
really just,
And if you know anyone who is struggling and looking for something, share this video with them, guys.
yeah,
You know, because that's really what this is all about. Yes, you can make lots of money. Yes, people are making six figures and $1 million and all this, but it's not about the money. Like
it's
these people, they're
helping.
not going, oh my God, $1 million, I'm going to go buy a Porsche and expensive clothes and, you know, flash around. It's not. It's about the time and the lifestyle that it gives you,
Yeah,
right? Being able to get your choice back, choice of what you do with your life, how you spend it, who you spend your time with, how you can help your family and your kids. That's what it's about. It's not, you know, we're not one of these companies who, you know, put bloody expensive cars and, you know, piles of cash everywhere. I mean, I see all these videos and they're so fake as well. Like all those people, they got all these cars, they're all rentals, guys. Come on,
yeah,
they're all rentals and all this crap. That's not what this community is about. It's about freedom. It's
yeah,
about getting free from financial stress, getting free from the money system so you never have to worry about it again and getting
yeah.
your time
Because
back.
I was really
That's it.
worried, right? I was depressed, I was stressed out, and I was really quite panicking, and I was really disappointed in myself. I'm almost 50, and where the hell am I in life, right? So it's also, do you want something more out of life, and do you want to really because our kids is watching us, right? They see what we are doing, and my kids are just like, okay, my mom is not giving up. I have never been a person who is giving up. I just keep on going, right? But they learn from us. That is also, you have to bear in your mind that
Mm,
they are really watching you. They
exactly,
are.
man.
Yeah,
Get proud of yourself again. Get your kids
yeah,
proud of you again, right? Be an example, the example that you want them to have, rather than them, you know, like idolizing bloody some pop singer or some, you know, ethically devoid actor or the someone on the internet, because
yeah,
that's what they're doing, guys. And that's the other thing about time. If you're not around to show them, because children learn by mirroring, they learn by watching. That's where most of
yeah,
the learning comes from, watching what we do. If you're not there because you don't have the time, what are they watching? They're watching some idiot on the bloody internet, or they're
yeah,
watching, you know, some pop star with God knows what in their lyrics, right? We all know what's going on out there. So that's another decision you really have to think about. Who do you want to raise your children? Do you want it to be you, or do you want it to be the internet or the school system? Because
yeah. And we
that's what's
really
going to
got a
happen.
taste from it from COVID when we were locked down, right? Being home and working from home and being together with our family, we really just got a little taste of it, what it was like being a little bit more home and not so stressed, because you can just put you can make some food and then do some work, and then you can do the laundry, and then you can do some work, right? So it's, you really just fit it in, and you are more
And,
present with your children, right?
no one wanted to go back to work. Once they got a taste of it, they're like, I don't want to go back.
No.
And you still have that choice, but you've got to do something different to all the people sitting on their couch watching Netflix and hoping that someone's going to come and save them, because that's not going to happen. And why is that not going to happen? Because that person's already here.
Yeah, it's
That's you, guys. It's you. You're here to save yourself.
Yeah.
So there we go. I think we've been going for about an hour. It goes so fast.
Yeah.
It's an hour already. So guys, obviously, you know, we think you should join up immediately, because it's changed our lives already. But we definitely think that you should click the link, put your email in, and just see what this is all about. You know, it doesn't cost you
take the
anything.
program that fits you. You can always upgrade if you want to. So if you are going to join with the 300, that is totally fine. And when you learn the skills and you are making some money and you can see you are helping other people and you really get excited, you can just upgrade to the 900. You don't have to start there if you don't have the money, or if you are a little bit unsure. Just start where what suits you the best.
Exactly. So again, you'll find the links in the description below. Click on that, whack in your email, and you'll be given all the information you need. And thank you, Dirksen. She says, great job. Thank you very much. And yeah, guys, please give us a like, leave us a comment.
She is one from our community. She is always so supportive and really amazing. And that is what you can see the community is all about, right? Really helping and supporting each other. So I really love her. I love her.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks everyone who's commented. If you know anyone that this information will help, please share it with them, because the world's getting harder out there. It really is. And check out what we've got, and have an amazing day. And we will be back in a week for another Combined Live.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Linda. Thank you, everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Bye.